Hello and welcome to the Strike Baseball Podcast. I'm your host Braden, and today we have several big stories that we are going to cover. First off, in the biggest story, DJ Lemahieu signs a 6-year, $90 million contract to return to the Yankees. Lemahieu is a MVP candidate the last 2 years and has been a key part to the Yankees team. It was only fitting for him to return to the team. They had to make this deal. They had to re-sign him. And there were times throughout this offseason that it didn't sound like things were going to happen. It didn't sound like they were going to be able to work things out. But they were able to find a deal, and now LeMahieu is going to get paid for 6 years at $90 million by the Yankees. He had offers for more average annual value other places, as I heard that he had received a 4-year, $80 million contract offer, but he declined that. Um, Obviously, he must have really liked the Yankees in order to give them a discount, so that's why he signed back so cheap. This will probably keep the Yankees at the top of their division for years to come. Actually, they probably didn't need him to stay that way, but they this helps their team be better for now and the future. This is a deal that had to happen. Next deal we're going to cover, Archie Bradley, 1 year, $6 million to the Phillies. This is another deal that kind of had to happen. The Phillies needed a reliever. The worst bullpen in baseball last year, ERA in the sevens, and Archie Bradley, coming from a Reds fan, I wish we would have kept him. We should have kept him. It was not a very smart decision. He is a very good reliever and will definitely deepen that bullpen. He will probably be their closer as of right now. And honestly, he'll be one of the better closers in baseball. He's better than anything that the Reds have, that's for sure. But he's definitely going to be a key piece to that bullpen, adding him to Jose Alvarado, who they already brought in. And this is the Phillies, in my opinion, who were the fifth place team before they made their moves for the relievers. I still don't know if I like them enough to put them in fourth place yet, but they are definitely a lot closer to fourth place than what they were before. I thought they were in fifth place by a considerable amount. They might be the fourth place team now. They definitely needed a reliever, and I don't expect them to stop with Archie Bradley and Jose Alvarado. I expect them to at least get one more solid guy to help anchor in that back into the bullpen. Which brings us to our next topic, which will be Pedro Baez signing a 2-year, $12.5 million contract with the Houston Astros. Nice pickup for the Astros, a guy that's been very consistent, has pitched in the big moments in the playoffs for the Dodgers. A very important part to any team's bullpen is someone that's consistent, that knows what they're doing, has experience, and that is what Pedro Baez is. He is the perfect pickup for any team, but the Astros are the team that picks him up, and he will definitely help them. And with what the Astros do to pitching, I would not be surprised if he elevates his game from here up to here this year. Big jump I expect in him, from just a consistent middle reliever to maybe a solid setup man or maybe a closer. I could see him making that jump even though he is a little bit older. I could still see him doing that because that's what the Astros are known for. Next topic we have is Kurt Suzuki signing a 1-year, $1.5 million contract to go join the Angels. Angels needed a catcher. They always need catching. They always need pitching. Kurt Suzuki last year had a very good year offensively. Defensively, you're not going to get much in Suzuki. You're going to get a bat, and that's pretty much it. And a veteran leader on the field. You're also going to get that. Nice little pickup. Oh, nice little pickup as my new webcam falls down. But it's not really necessarily a guy that you would consider to be like a elite catcher. But he's a nice guy to have on your team and definitely a piece that the Angels needed. Next up, now we get into the more rumor-sided part of the video, and I have read today on MLB.com that the Blue Jays are in talks with Trevor Bauer. Um, I don't know if that means they're like talking in a contract, but they have been in contact with each other, which could mean that a deal is nearing, but it could just be speculation. I don't know for sure what it is, but it's definitely going to be a story to watch in the coming days. Is Bauer and the Blue Jays. Last episode, as you remember at the end, I predicted Bauer to the Blue Jays as a potential landing spot. And I believe that that might actually happen in the next few weeks, so that's something to be on the lookout for. Another thing to be on the lookout for, which is something that is expected to happen this weekend, is Corey Kluber, who just threw his bullpen not too long ago in front of teams. There were 25 teams represented there. Well, experts are saying that they don't expect Kluber to be on the market much longer. They expect him to probably have a deal this weekend as the market is heavy for him. And honestly, me as a Reds fan, I hope that we're one of the teams talking to him because I think he would be a perfect fit for the Reds on a 1-year deal. So I'm really hoping that we're one of the teams talking, but any team that gets him, sure they're taking a chance on him, but it's going to be a low risk, high reward type of deal. And if any team gets remotely close to Corey Kluber of old, this deal's going to work out very well for them. Next up, and our last main topic of this video, is Brad Hand could be signing very soon. It was reported earlier today that he had agreed to a deal with the Mets. However, that report was proven to be false, and Hand is still a free agent, but he is in talks with the Mets as well as several other teams. Great reliever, guy that will make any team better. One of the best left-handers in the game. Filthy stuff. I'm expecting him to sign soon, considering the fact that they already thought he signed. But I would not be surprised if it's the Mets that he signs with, as my camera falls again. Alright, I'll make sure I try to edit those out. If you guys are seeing this and I didn't edit them out, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you have no clue what I'm talking about. And that will just explain the weird little like cutouts. Next up, we'll just talk about one player I feel like is going to get traded soon. And that one player is definitely going to be Joe Musgrove of the Pirates. I feel like there's going to be a lot of suitors for him, and especially if Bauer signs, then there will be lots of teams calling the Pirates about him, and it would make sense for the Pirates to trade him now while he's got more control, and they might be able to get more out of him than wait for the trade deadline when his value will drop because teams will have less control of him. But anyway, that will wrap up this episode of The Strike. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comment section down below. If you have any suggestions on topics that you want us to bring up next video. Let us know what you guys are thinking of these videos. Yeah, and expect more content from us um, as we continue on. We just got these new webcams, which apparently mine can't stand up. I think I'll just leave that in. You guys can get a good laugh out of it. But we got these new webcams, and let us know what you think of the quality, if it's better or worse. And I will catch you in the next one. See you guys.
So apparently I was just kidding. Big news happened post-recording. First off, I'm going to cover what I forgot to cover in the video. Alex Wood, 1-year deal worth $3 million to the Giants. Good rotation depth if he's healthy. Second off, I know I mentioned Corey Kluber in the video earlier. Well, he signed a 1-year deal in the $10 million range with the New York Yankees. And yeah, big pickup for them. It's going to help them tremendously. And that could mean then for Tanaka as the Yankees. So that will actually wrap up this video. I probably won't have any highlights for either one of them. Sorry about that. And I will probably just have the Kluber Photoshop in the thumbnail, but not in the actual video. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one, which might be as soon as tomorrow, because things are crazy right now. So, see ya.